Welcome, Art Maniacs. We're going to be drawing our first or last name out in 1 point perspective. So to start with, I'm going to start with my middle letter. So my middle letter is R. I'm putting it in the middle. And if you have a even numbered name, like a 4-letter name, just kind of decide where the middle is and write on each side of the middle so that your name is centered. And you can see that I am writing my name out in pencil so that I can erase it later lightly. So now that I have my name laid out in pencil in a single line, I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to go around my name, creating a block letter like you see on the handout. Sometimes it's hard to visualize what the letter would be like, so I have the handout for you. And I'm using my ruler because I want to make sure my lines are straight, not all janky and wiggly. So now that my name is all in a block letter, it's about as thick as my finger. I'm going to clean up some of my lines that perhaps I had from the initial first single line drawing. I have made a vanishing point on my picture, and now I'm going to start drawing to the vanishing point from all the corners. Now, where I go from the vanishing point may go all the way to the point, or it may not, because if it runs into a letter, it has to stop, even though it's lined up with the vanishing point. So now I have taken all my lines from the corners back to the vanishing point, and I'm going to put where the line is at the back of the letter. So the back of the letter has to match the front of the letter. So as you can see in my METZ, the backs of the letters are straight, but in the R, it's curved because the R is curvy on the top. Now I'm going to erase a little bit to my vanishing point and work on cutting off my letters in my other places. So now I have everything drawn in and my letters have thickness going back into perspective, and now I want to start embellishing and adding black marker outline to all my letters so they pop and they have contrast. So I'm just taking my time. If you feel better using a ruler on this step, you can, or if you have a pretty steady hand, you can do it by hand, whichever you're more comfortable. So now that I have this all laid out, it's outlined, I'm going to select some colored pencils to use to add color to this. Now you could do this a lot of different ways. You could use a lot of different media. I'm just choosing this way with colored pencil. And so what I'm going to do is I've gotten 2 colors. I have a darker blue, a lighter blue, and then I decided to go across the color wheel to orange, and I got a lighter orange and a darker orange. And I'm going to do a blending overlay effect. Make sure to keep your colored pencils very sharp so you don't cut your paper with the wood of the pencil. And you can see here in my background, I'm going from light to dark